In Hebrew, the word for face is Panim. In English, we tend to use the word face as describing the outer layer of a person or thing. However, in Hebrew, Panim comes from the word Panim, which means interior. The language of the Torah is not actually Hebrew. The language of the Torah is called Lashon HaKodesh, the holy language, as it's the language with which God created the world. Thus, the holy language word for any existence is a name that describes its essence. So while in many other languages face may connote externality and surface level, Hebrew teaches us that the essence of face is the opposite of what we think. It's deep. It's the essence. Facial expressions can tell you a lot about someone, but it can also be very deceiving. Many of us use our face to mask our true feelings. I put on a happy face is something we hear quite often. Professional actors and actresses are masters at deceptive facial expressions. But the truth is that our face should be an expression of our higher self, of our inner holiness. The holy language is teaching us what our face is supposed to convey. The Talmud in Brachos, page 28a, relates how only students whose outer appearance reflected their inner appearance were allowed entry into the largest academy in Israel. Because of this high standard, thousands of students were not accepted. It was only a select few that met the criteria. While this policy of entry into yeshiva was soon changed, for it was flawed, we can still glean the significance our rabbis have placed on authenticity. No false appearances, no crocodile tears. The mark of a holy person is someone who meets this standard, someone whose internal holiness is reflected in his or her appearance. When listening to someone describe an encounter they had with a holy person, it's common to hear them say they had a special glow to them. There was just a special aura emanating from them. There is an old Jewish custom to add Psalm 27 to the morning and afternoon prayers from Rosh Chodesh Elul through Hoshana Rabbah. There are many beautiful verses in Psalm 27, and especially appropriate for this time of year. Many Jews will devote extra concentration to verse 4. Achas sha'alti me'es Hashem osa avakesh, shifte beveis Hashem kol yemei chayai. One thing I ask of the Lord, that I seek, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life. Indeed, this is a beautiful request, and one that we all should mean with sincerity. But I believe Chassidus steers our attention to another verse, and that's verse 8. L'cha amar libi bakshu fonoi, es ponecha Hashem avakesh. For you, my heart says, seek my face. Your face, O Lord, I will seek. The word ponecha, face, for panim, essence. In this time of year, we are seeking not just an ordinary relationship with God. We seek not to sit in the house of the Lord and relax in a spiritual jacuzzi. We're longing for God's essence, panecha. We need to feel the essential bond that connects us, that brought us together in the first place, the essential bond that transcends our behavioral deficiencies, Hashem's ponim, God's essence. It's recorded that the 16th century saintly Kabbalist Arizal could read people's faces, to the point that when some people passed him, they would cover their face with a hat or a scarf, as they were ashamed at what he would see. As we prepare for the new year, we must ask ourselves, if the Arizal were walking the earth today, would we want him to see our face? To what extent is my face revealing my inner core holiness? And to what extent is my face a mask for feelings and thoughts I want to hide? At least once a day, let us be aware and try to feel a connection to the holiness inside and let it shine bright on our ponim. I wish you a good Shabbos.